right, Leo, welcome into April. I hope you're doing great. Hope you are all well. This is your reading for April, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So if this doesn't resonate for your Sun sign, Leo, check out your Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. I'll be doing all 12 this week for April. All right, so these are general readings. There will be an extended. I'll take the story further. I'll get some clarification, timing, blah, da, 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 da. We'll see where we go, okay? All right, let's see what's happening. In the month of April, we will be starting the spiritual business class. So a lot of you have asked me about getting help, learning about YouTube, getting help about building your business with spiritual principles. If you want to do that and avail yourself of us doing a live class to teach you all about everything we know about building a business in a spiritual way, there is a link in the description box below. I hope you'll join us. Discovering truth, narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Whoopsie here. And cleansing waters. Oh, beautiful. All right, this is lovely. Purification activates a vibrant life force. I feel like some of you are opening up some doors that have been closed for a long time for you. There might be a little bit of a sense of coming to embrace a truth that you might have not wanted to really talk about. Some of you are definitely feeling in this month of April that there's going to be a massive healing going on. And, you know, this has been a long time coming. I do feel like some of you are opening up to a truth that you've kind of put behind a door and like put a chair in front of it and put clothes on the chair. And so I don't want to look at what's in that closet. I don't want to look at what's in that other room. And I feel like in April, you're going to open that door and it's not going to be either as scary or as bad as you think. So if you're dreading something in April, I'm here to tell you, I think it's going to be better than you think. All right. So that may be just one message for somebody who is kind of pushing back on either clarifying something for themselves, or I just don't want to know about this, or something like that. All right. So Leo's having that kind of experience. Oh, beautiful. Look at underneath. 2 of Cups. 10 of Cups, gorgeous energy. 8 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. Look at you, High Priestess. There's that 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, Magician, Strength, wow, and the Wheel of Fortune. Lots of major arcana cards here. I feel like some of you have had some rough goes with a love relationship, or a love relationship that kind of never got off the ground. There seems to be a bit of like 0 to 60 in, 10 seconds flat. And so I feel like you have to do a little bit better at taking things as they come, right? The Aries reading was all about the importance of waiting for the right time, or the timing is everything. And, I do get the feeling that learning about this truth about yourself, like, okay, right, here I am, Leo. I may push things, or I may ask too early for a specific thing that I need. And what do I mean by that? I guess I feel like some of you are so let me try and paint the picture here. So some of you may have a brand new friendship, a brand new love relationship, a brand new job. Let's just take the job one because it's less fraught. And you have a brand new job. You've only been there for like 2 weeks. And you're like, you go into the boss. You're like, okay, I need a month off. And the boss is like, I'm sorry, you just got here. And you're like, I know, but there's a lot going on. I really need the time and the space. And I just feel like that puts you in a weird position with that boss. So same thing with love relationship, like going away for the weekend a little too soon, all right? Or telling this person that you really deeply care about them or something, or just jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead in a relationship or in a situation, and that isn't going to serve you. So right out the gate, I want to say to you, just keep it to yourself. Okay. If you have a ton of, like, if you're in a brand new relationship and you really have something go on in your life where you need a lot of emotional support, or you need this person to kind of step up in a way that a spouse would, or somebody that you've known a lot longer, I feel like the relationship is still sort of tentative. So do yourself a favor and redirect that and try to get some support from friends and from other people before you swamp this person with your requests. I wouldn't go down that road. I do feel like there's a really good possibility that you have opportunity for big love, but you may be thinking that the person in front of you is the one, and I don't think they are. I think the person in front of you is someone who is more about you learning about yourself. Okay, so for example, if you do kind of push the boundary and you're like really pushing someone to, either sleep together, or you're pushing someone to do something that they don't really feel is appropriate right now, you might get a little bit of pushback. However, if you're in a situation where you need some support or anything like that, I do feel like you do have people around you who will give you that. So I think you're going to have to choose the right people. Okay, choose the right people. Now, discovering truth. This all may be, you may be falling in love with this person that you're with, that's like a brand new relationship, and you're falling in love with them. It's too early to say it. I'm just going to tell you. I don't even think I really need to tell you that, because you're probably like, yeah, this is too early. So just do yourself a favor and enjoy the moment, enjoy the time it takes to get to trust, okay? Because you're building trust with this person and they're building trust with you. If you kind of step outside of that and do something that pushes things along too fast, they're going to not trust you. They're going to pull back on the trust. So that's not a good thing. I also feel like some of you have something really important to do with this person or with this situation, and you might be reading it a little bit wrong right now. There's a person that's in front of you that is meant to be a teacher or meant to be a spiritual advisor in some way, and you might be thinking it's a boss or a love partner or something like that. And anyway, what I'm saying to you is it's time to get honed in on who this is right in front of you. And the way you're doing that, or the way you do that, I feel is like you're getting to know yourself in this experience. This is something that you may have had in front of you before, and I'm getting the sense that you might be getting all twisted up in your own mind about this. But what I'm trying to get across to you is that everything, all will be revealed in the fullness of time. Allow this connection to slowly unfold naturally. Some of you have a lot of anxiety about what I just said, about letting something unfold naturally. Some of you have a ton of anxiety about that. And that, if that's true, instead of working on it through the person that's in front of you, instead of like going at them and trying to figure it out and trying to, make it work for what you want it to be right now, I feel like you go instead inside and you're like, okay, I feel like this person's a good person for me to be with. Why am I pushing this? Why am I trying to accelerate this? Well, because I'm anxious and I don't want this person to go away from me. Okay, so that's a thing to be working on. Not that you try to lasso this person. That's not the way to do this. The way to do this is instead to go inside and say, okay, what is an appropriate boundary right now? What am I learning from this situation about myself? How can I manifest from a place of strength? That is what's going to get you everything you want. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune down here is saying, hey, we all have contracts. You have a contract with this person. And one of the parts of that contract is not to push. Another part of that contract is this person may find you very needy if you do. And that might be problematic, okay? Because they may then not trust you very much because they don't know you that well. And if they're feeling that early on in the relationship you're pushing too hard, they're going to back off. So do yourself a favor, and if you really need a lot of conversation, you really need emotional support, go toward people that are already stable and solid in your life. So people who are friends, people who are family members, people who you have already established a relationship of trust with, and they with you. Because that's the thing that's going to be more powerful. Look at all this. The High Priestess. This is about your connection to spirit. The High Priestess is about an inner knowing. And the Seven of Wands here is about, like, okay, I'm resisting my inner knowing. I am resisting that. I really want someone to nurture and care and be in a commitment with me. So I'm resisting that. I'm getting a ton of like downloads from the universe that this is the right person, this is the right person. And I can't help myself. I just keep lunging at them. So please stop. Now you may be the one that someone is lunging at. So what's your job here? Your job here is to try to be in balanced energy. Okay. And you might want to communicate with them a little bit about, like, listen, we're just going to take this one day at a time. Okay. I don't know that I'm the right person to help you with this problem or whatever. But you're definitely having lots of conversations. Things seem to be flowing quickly. And then something big happens, because there's a lot of big major arcana cards down here. And it happening at this time so that you learn this lesson. You can't just lean on this person too hard. Please don't, because I think that they're a very good person for you. Cancer, Gemini, there you are, Leo, Sag, Taurus. Okay, this person may dig in their heels. This person may feel like, this is too much. And I just am getting the sense that there is a contract between you and this and the person that we're talking about, for something really big. All right, something really big. So this initial kind of blip, this just feels like a blip on the screen. So let's not dwell on this anymore. The High Priestess, I'm going to clarify these major arcanas for you. The High Priestess. Wow. Empress. Okay. Clarifying the Hierophant, and then I'll take you through this. Five of Cups. Clarifying the Magician. Okay. Fool. Seeing more big major arcana cards. I know I certainly am. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Cups. And I'm going to clarify you as the Strength card here. Page of Wands. Okay. So this is definitely about taking it down a notch. And I feel like the secret is this person is the right person for you. So tread carefully. You don't want to push this person back too much. I do feel like boundaries are going to make a very healthy experience. I feel like this person is going to feel very solid with you if you learn how to work those boundaries for yourself. And, you might be having some kind of issue. The Five of Cups, you might be feeling some kind of loss. I think this is about emotional regulation, being able to manage your own emotions without kind of swamping another person. This is telling me, the Page of Wands is telling me how eager you are, and this is quite a young energy. So you might need to grow up really fast, and this person is teaching you how to create boundaries, how to grow up really fast. The Magician being clarified by the Fool. You're like ready to jump in. Okay, ready to jump in. Look at this. I see the Ten of Cups here and everything like that. But this is a little bit about curbing your enthusiasm. Not because it's not going to happen, but because if you do that, if you swamp with all these excited and expectant feelings, the other person is going to feel like they don't get a choice. And I don't think that's going to be a good thing. You see the Seven of Cups here is like, if we move forward, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to handle this, or if you're going to be able to be, if you're too big emotionally for me, or you're too kind of overwhelmed by your feelings too early in the game. All right. It's too early in the game to get swamped by feelings. So you're going to have to curb your enthusiasm. All right. A little bit. All right. I'm going to continue on and see where this reading goes, Leo. My gosh. Okay. All right, link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.